Thank you very much for tuning into this channel. My name is Michael Skolson. This is the Creality Ender 3 version 2. I'm about to take it out of the box, which I'm going to do in different clothing because I actually did it a few days ago, but for you it's going to be a seamless transition to a few days ago, and I think I might have actually had a haircut in between. But gloss over that while you look at this machine because this is the star of the show today. Then I'm going to come back and... I'm really in a good mood today because I got a new printer to play with. It's in this box, and that's what's in the box. It's an Ender 3 version 2. I don't know anything about this printer, so I'm going to open the box. I'm going to show you what's in the box, and I think we'll put the printer together and do a couple of prints. Now, I always hate the amount of cardboard that's wrapped around a box because I don't know what to do with the boxes when they're done. So we're going to just make the cardboard disappear like... Okay. The cardboard is gone, and what we're left with is just beautiful foam, which goes the same way as cardboard, which is off. Oh, that's a bit sticky. What's happening here? We have got some things stuck on here. Look, it comes out nicely. This is some major packaging. Look at how beautiful that is. Time for a new camera angle. Look at the foam, it is gorgeous. This thing is packed for your average UPS man to kick it all the way over your driveway and still to have a good chance of surviving. Manual right on top, front and center, which is a good place for a manual to be. This has got a glass build plate on with the surface that helps it stick. And let's see what else you can see. We've got the carriage over here. It looks like everything is laid out for quick assembly. And here is one of the big selling points. Let's actually get this out of the box right away and see what it looks like. There it is, the new upright screen. Very nice. Let's have a look at the manual. The manual is full of words and full of pictures. I like pictures because I don't like reading manuals, but pictures I will tolerate. Right, let's go through the build procedure. It comes with a South African plug, that's great. I'm just going to do a bit of a layout and pack everything out of the boxes here. I'm not going to go into details of the build because Creality does have this on their website, and it's a nice build video. I'm going to go through the one or two sticking points I had with building this, and I'm just going to talk about that a little bit, where, you know, if you want details on the build video, just go to the Creality website and actually find it from there. The power supply has been moved to the bottom, that's great. So it is out of the way. The reason it was on the side before was just for stability, but this thing is built like a brick outhouse and it's great. So there's a layout of the tools just to show you what you get. The one thing from before, those cable ties are rubbish. Chuck them and get something else. I don't like using them at all. They're brittle, they break. And there's another video which reminds me, go and subscribe and you can watch my other videos. I really would appreciate that. Now you can see those screws go through the bottom and I tie this gantry on, but I don't actually tighten it up all the way. I leave it loose so that it actually can move around, so that I can get everything settled into the right place before I tighten those screws down. What else? Yeah, so here you've got the parts that are going to go on there. That is the little end stop at the bottom. Again, I don't tighten that up all the way. I do leave it a little bit loose, as do I with this motor. It goes and it doesn't really move around much after this, but because I left those screws loose underneath it, it's just so that this can move a little bit until I actually have it all in place, and then I'll tighten it all down once it's all there. The gantries, everything else moves together quite nicely. I'm going to put the gantries, you can see there's two different ones. The one at the bottom in this picture is the one that's going to go on top because it's got the equally spaced holes. This one's going to go on, and here is me not reading a manual coming to bite myself in the backside, because I put this whole thing together and I actually put the other end on the thing because I get really excited about finishing the thing. And you'll see me in a minute realize that I haven't actually put the extruder onto this whole thing. Oh wait, there we go. So now I got to loosen it off, tighten it on. Not a big thing, so if you do make a mistake like that, just trace back your steps. Now here you're about to see the one thing that was a pretty nasty sticking point. It was actually getting this thing on, and it's not that I put it on the wrong order. It was the screw alignment for the holes where this thing's meant to go on. It just simply wouldn't go on straight. And you can see I actually fought with this thing for probably about 10 minutes to try and get it on different ways, see if I got it wrong, what it was, but eventually just sort of brute force and finesse combined to put the thing on, and it actually did come together nicely in the end. So you're going to see me struggle with this thing for a few more seconds, and eventually I get it right, and then the gantry is going to go on. Right, so the gantry's together, and you can see overall this isn't a very complicated thing. It's only going to go on one way, and that'll put it all together. Now you can see I am tightening up everything to get it all, you know, nice short up and together. And on this machine, one of the rollers underneath was actually a little bit out of round, so it was a little bit bouncy, and then I think it evened out a bit, which it will do. Worst case scenario, you need to get another roller for that. Alright, so the display is quite nice. There's only one way for it to go on. It's not like the old ones where you could put them in the wrong hole or upside down or anything like that. It just goes on one way and it kind of just works. The display is quite nice, and then you're actually going to see me do a couple of prints here. What you're going to see in the bottom right hand side after this is the one print actually did fail, but it just came loose off the bed, but the main print actually was nice. So there you have it. That's what I think about this machine. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think about this Creality Ender 3 version 2? Would you buy it? Should you sell your version 1 and buy a version 2? I don't think that that's necessarily necessary. I think that this is the evolution of the machine like it should be. I think that if you're in the market for a new machine, this is the machine that you should buy. I think I should talk a little bit slower so that you can hear what I'm saying, but I'm not going to, because I want this video to be over and I don't want to waste your time while watching what I have to say. The display is different, and that makes it worthwhile, unless you want to hack the firmware, in which case I don't know if that's going to work with that display that you've got over there, or what you're going to have to do it. Yes, this is fancy. It's not different. Underneath it's pretty much the same. It's nice to have the extra little bits and pieces that go on there to make it work a little bit better. The stepper drivers in this thing is insanely quiet, because the only thing you can hear is the fan, and that makes it really nice. This print bed surface on the top, wow, yeah, okay, that's great, that's wonderful. I don't really care for it very much because I use glass and hairspray, so that's not a deal breaker for me. Other than that, this machine prints beautifully, and that makes it worthwhile. So yes, this is a machine you should buy if it's your first machine, second machine, or you just want to buy a new machine. If you're buying your first ever machine, this is the thing that you should look at, because I really like this machine. This machine was brought to me, and now I am going to talk a little bit slower, by 3D Luxe. Check them out in the description below, because they made this possible. It's worthwhile seeing what they have to do, because they support channels like me, and I can tell you what I think about this machine, and that makes it worth your while. Other than that, and my phone rings. So, you know, bye.
Okay, bye.
That's the guy whose printer this is, who's on the phone, and he's going to get a big surprise when he sees himself in the video, right at the end of the video. Hi Jan, thank you very much for the printer. You should check out Jan's Facebook page. It's 3D Luxe, the description's below, and it's really, really nice that I get support from local providers of services like this. This machine is great, and I think you should check out some of my other videos and some other reviews. Let me know what you think.